First of all, big shout out to Madison J for bringing up this topic here, which inspired me to do this video. Now, a lot of people probably want to know what was happening behind balancing options. A lot of people was talking about DJ Quik's album Balancing Options at that time, which was a dope album. But if you read interviews where he's talking about it, he would talk about his heart wasn't really into that album at all. And Quik being the genius that is, a lot of people are probably thinking, man, you're too critical of yourself. You're always putting down your work. Well, with Balancing Options, this was a different time where Quik was going through a transition. He had a lot of personal issues going on. He had a friend of his get killed in the studio when he was working on Rhythmism. And he was going through issues with Arista. So he just tried to rush the album. Because if you really listen to that album, it sounded like beats that were already rehashed from Rhythmism. Like he already did. It didn't have that flavor to it like before. Even though some of them beats did. Some of them beats you already heard, you could tell was already rehashed from previous albums. And if you look at those Motec skits, he was dissing Motown. He was dissing Arista with a TLC reference on sexuality. Quik was just going out, just dissing everybody. He dissed Dr. Dre on 2 songs. He dissed him on You So Fresh. He dissed his sister. Quik was just going through it at the time. And he also said that he mainly wanted to put that album out as a vehicle for Mossberg to pretty much carry the torch. And unfortunately, Mossberg got killed. So that put a damper in a lot of Quik's plans. He was basically burned out to the business. And he said he went through that whole album just drinking vodka. A gallon of vodka. So label politics played a part of that album. He had a lot going on. He just wanted to just put it out there and get out of Arista. But you listen to that album, it was pretty good considering. You wouldn't think by listening to songs like Pitching on a Party, Well, the interludes with El DeBarge, you wouldn't think that Quik wasn't in the zone of that album. It's still a great album. But it wasn't to his standards and it wasn't up to Rhythmism and Safe and Sound. So that's all that was. He wanted to get off his Arista contract. He was itching on everybody on there. Those Motet skits was a part of him dissing Motown. That was an anti-industry album on the low key. So that answers everybody's question about that. And big shout out to my man Madison J for motivating me to do this video. So subscribe to my channel, subscribe to his channel, peep his new single, peep his new album, Purple Fried Chicken, which is crazy. This is King Eric the Great signing out. Holla back.